You looking for this?
Welcome back to BoomShot. I'm Kale. This is Colby.
Yes, sir.
And it's the end of the year, right? It's 1 year of the channel, 1 year of movies of 2022. So we're going to be ranking our best movies, or what we thought were the best movies of 2022. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First thing that we need to clarify is obviously you can see on on here, you got like 5 and then Caleb and Colby. So what that means is what it's going to look like. This is not official rankings, but like this would be my number 5 movie, and then this would be Colby's number 5 movie. Mine first, and then his second. So clarification out of the way. My number 5 movie.
Yeah, I'm still thinking here.
I'm actually really thinking here. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Puss in Boots on the board.
Yes, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I have to say this movie was a shocker.
It was good, man.
It was a good movie, good message. So, no recency bias. Well, actually, there is technically. We just went to go watch it, but I actually really enjoyed this movie. So it was a blast with the boys. So,
I think for my number 5, I'm gonna have to go Devotion.
Devotion. Ooh, okay, all right.
I think I'm going Devotion, bro.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was tough. It's a tough pick, man. It's a tough pick.
Yeah, we can always restructure it after. That's our one saving grace on tier lists, because we do a lot of restructuring after.
And these are the movies we've seen. It's not every movie that came out this year.
So next up, we've got number 4, and this is kind of why I had to change last second. I think I got to put Black Panther: Wakanda Forever here. This was a good movie. Loved the way they handled Chadwick's death and T'Challa's death, I guess, in the universe. I thought it was really good. Bit long, but Namor was good.
Yeah, both, I guess.
Shuri was good. Like, there was just a lot of good characters going on. Story was great, so I gotta put it there.
I think for me, my number 5, Devotion's getting knocked off.
Okay, all right.
It's getting knocked off.
So what's your number 5?
I'm gonna have to go. I'm going Glass Onion.
Glass Onion. Yeah. Okay, all right. This movie's been in the news recently. A lot of people either love it or hate it. So that's kind of where it's going.
Yeah, I like it. To me, it wasn't as good as the first one, but I love a good murder mystery.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. Okay, so what about number 4?
I'm going Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange and the Mom. I respect that. Good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it was solid.
It's a solid movie. Number 3 is where I think things start to pick up for me.
Yeah.
So my number 3 movie is Devotion. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm a sucker for a good war movie.
It was a good movie, man. I think I teared up a little bit watching this movie.
Yeah, really. I just like the way it ended too. Like your loving and devoted husband, and like watching him die in the plane. Oh man, it was sad.
I couldn't believe it.
I know.
I thought he was gonna get him out.
I thought he was gonna get him out too, but I think that like it added to the effect, like because I was into that character, and then they killed him off, and I think that I think that worked for the movie. Good. I mean, it's a great story.
It's based on a true story, right?
Yeah, based on a true story. Love the dynamic between Glenn Powell's character and then Jonathan Majors' character. Beautiful. Yeah. So
it got me at the end, bro, when Glenn Powell's character was talking to Jonathan Majors' wife.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I know, dude.
He just felt so bad. It was good.
On the White House front lawn, like that was crazy, dude. It was crazy to watch. It was a good movie. Good movie. So
yeah, I might have to knock it back up there over Glass Onion now that we think about it. But we'll get back to it at the end. But my number 3 is gonna have to be Black Panther.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Yeah. That's a great pick.
It cracks my top 3. I really love this movie. I mean, we already talked about it. Namor, to me, top 3 Marvel villain ever, possibly.
Yeah, really.
Definitely top 5. So yeah, I mean, it's just a really good movie. Great acting.
So number 2. Is there there actually is a little bit of internal debate for this one, but we can go back over the list as soon as we're finished. But I gotta put the Batman at number 2 for me.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and say I agree. I think it's number 2 movie. Before our number 1 movie came out, we both were saying this was going to be unmatched. Yeah. But then, the shocker of the decade.
Really. So. I'd say the movie of the decade in my eyes, Top Gun Maverick, dude.
Yeah.
My bad, sorry. That happens at least once per tier list video, and then obviously I think you're going to put Top Gun there as well. Maverick's number 1 movie. Dude, so now we've got our full list, okay? So mine's Top Gun, Batman, Devotion, Wakanda Forever, and Puss in Boots, and yours is?
I think I'm gonna have to arrange here. I'm rearranging.
All right.
It's just tough for me. Here's my debate: Glass Onion, Doctor Strange, Puss in Boots, and Devotion, dude. Those 4 movies are deserving of. There's been a lot of good movies.
Yeah, there has.
To me, those 4 and Where the Crawdads Sing, underrated great movie. Sorry, Black Adam, but the.
Oh, I just thought about this. Actually, I'm gonna rearrange too. Puss in Boots. Sorry, you're getting. I forgot Black Adam existed. But I'm putting it right there. I did like Black Adam. I think I like Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Black Adam, but really this movie's star to me was Dr. Fate. We talked about that in our review. You can go watch that. But yeah, so that's my top 5.
Dude, it's just tough, man. It's tough.
It is. It's difficult.
I think I'm gonna go Devotion number 4, dude.
Devotion number 4.
From the depths up to number 4, dude.
Okay, what happens to Mom?
Mom knocks Glass Onion off.
Okay.
It knocks it off, dude.
Bye, Glass Onion. Okay, so then now Devotion gets moved up.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that, dude.
It's pretty similar.
Yeah, pretty similar. I couldn't. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Do I really want to move Black Panther?
It's close. Do you have any honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions for me, definitely Puss in Boots. The rest of them, I haven't seen Elvis. I haven't seen Super Pets. I'm taking your word for those. I haven't seen Death on the Nile, Dumbledore, Crawdads Sing. I haven't seen any of those movies. The only other movies that I've seen on this list are let's see here.
Love and Thunder.
Mom, Love and Thunder, and Jurassic World. And Mom was good, but Love and Thunder terrible, and so was Jurassic World. So
yeah,
I guess Mom is my honorable mention.
And Puss in Boots.
And Puss in Boots, yes.
Yeah, my honorable mention would be Super Pets, Glass Onion. Obviously, we talked about.
Yeah.
Death on the Nile was solid, but it's kind of the same thing as Glass Onion, just not as good in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Puss in Boots. I mean, it has a special place on the channel.
Yeah, it really does. It was our first video to ever cross like 4,000 views, I think, and now it's at like 8,000.
I found myself laughing across the whole thing.
It's mainly probably because we were watching it with the boys, and you got your boy Jack Horner on there, and
and we were the only ones in the theater.
Yeah, we were there, so we could do whatever. We could laugh at whatever we wanted. So it was a good experience. But now we get to talk about. I think we need to spend some time talking about just a little bit about our top movies and why we put them there. Right. So number 5, Black Adam for me. I like a good action movie. I'm really interested to see where DC goes from here.
It's going to be completely different.
I liked all the characters in the Justice League, like Society or Justice League of America, I think is what it's called. So I was a big fan of what they did with this movie. The story a little bit weird, but so Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, obviously this was probably the biggest thing for our channel. To this date still.
Really,
this movie. So, but that's not why I'm putting it up here. But to me, the scene, what scene I'm talking about, with the Illuminati and Wanda.
Yeah.
To me, that's one of the most scary scenes in the MCU, and it delivers, dude.
It does deliver.
When Black Bolt implodes his head, I was like, I literally was shocked.
It was crazy.
Did not see that coming.
It's crazy seeing all those characters on the screen, I think, for me. And like, that one scene kind of like can save the rest of the movie for me. Not that the movie is that bad, but just like that one scene elevates it.
Yeah, that scene itself is definitely goated. It's one of the best scenes. Of that genre, it's probably the best. I mean, really. Mm-hmm. And this movie in general, I think, is a completely different tone than anything we've seen with Marvel, so I can respect that.
And so I've already talked a little bit about Wakanda Forever. You've talked a little bit about Devotion. I've talked about Devotion. So we're moving on to top 2. We really didn't talk about these much. It's probably because I could spend probably 30 minutes talking about each movie. But I freaking loved The Batman, dude. Each of the top 2 movies on our list, I've seen twice. Or no, 3 times in theaters. So I spent like $30 watching these movies.
I saw Batman twice in theaters and Top Gun 4 times.
Beautiful. It really is. Batman was just such a great movie. Robert Pattinson, the characters were great. Robert Pattinson as Batman was beautiful. I love the story. I love the Riddler. It was a little bit on the longer side, but like the act, like just everything that they were doing with the story, it felt justified to me. So I had no problems watching it.
That's not even to mention the soundtrack, dude.
No,
This day, it got snubbed. It got snubbed, but it's still a banger in our hearts.
I pretty much listen to it almost daily, dude. Like it's great.
Yeah.
And I guess that you got any thoughts about Batman specifically other than what I said?
Well, yeah, I mean, I mentioned the soundtrack, and obviously, like in our review, we talked about the acting was phenomenal the whole time. We got our boy One Way Out in there, Snoke.
Yeah, it
Gollum.
just felt different from other superhero movies. Like it felt like a superhero movie a little bit, but also kind of felt more like like a vengeance type Punisher type thing, like the darker tone of it. I love that.
And it's kind of like some of the same reason we like Andor.
Yeah,
it was Star Wars, but it didn't feel too Star Warsy, which a lot of people didn't like.
Yeah,
but it still had that Star Wars feel, but it was gritty.
Yeah, it definitely
that's kind of how
was.
this movie was.
I just loved the whole environment, dude. It was amazing. What they did with Gotham City was fantastic. But number one, I don't even think to me, I loved the Batman, but to me, the gap between number one and number two is still pretty wide.
Yeah, I mean, Top Gun. It also has a great soundtrack. I mean,
oh yeah, I still listen.
It's an American classic,
really?
Instant American classic. And I mean, you got Tom Cruise back, and to me, it's better than the first one.
Yeah, oh, definitely, 100% better than the first one.
And the first one is literally
enshrined in the halls of Congress, which so is Iron Man. So they got some good movies in there. But dude, this movie, like the fact that the two similarities between Top Gun and Batman, they didn't use much CGI. Fantastic.
That's the thing with Top Gun, dude. I mean, they literally did that in real life to get the shots for the movie.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like when they're blowing up stuff, that's
not real.
That's not real. But or like I don't know, like the 5th generation fighters and all that, that's probably fake. But like as far as the F-16s go or F-18s, I think is it F-18s? Yeah, it's F-18s. Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, it's like Tom Cruise said before the movie. It was real G's, dude.
Yeah.
When their faces were getting piled back, that was real, dude.
It was so good, dude. I mean, the story's great, soundtrack's great. I don't know, dude. Like, I found myself watching this movie, and like the message I took from it is, man, just so good. Sometimes. And like I don't even have words to describe how good this movie is.
It's one of those things, like I could see myself watching it every year on the 4th of July or something like that.
Oh, for sure.
It's just an American classic. I'll always come back to it. Mm-hmm. And it really is one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah, I think it's the movie of the decade, dude,
personally. We weren't even that high on this movie.
No.
We covered some of the trailers, like, okay, this looks good.
Yeah.
I don't even know if anybody's expecting this except for the people working on the movie and like the big fans.
I don't even know if they expected it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected it to be the number one movie this year. I mean, Avatar's coming, but the year's almost over.
Yeah.
And if you count it that way,
I hope it doesn't beat it. So
if you count it that way, I mean, to be the biggest movie of the year with all these movies and more, that's saying something.
Yeah, literally, dude. I think it's like $1.5 billion at the box office. It just, I don't know, man. Just the way that it made me really like Tom Cruise as an actor a lot more too. Like watching this, man, it's just so good, dude.
And dude, you know who it made me respect a lot more as an actor? Not that I didn't respect him before. Miles Teller.
Miles Teller, yeah.
Phenomenal performance.
Last time I remember watching Miles Teller in a movie was Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that didn't leave a good taste in your mouth.
Yeah, that doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth. But yeah, there were a lot of actors that came out of this movie that I was like, dang, like these are like Tom Cruise, Glenn Powell. We saw him in Devotion as well.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Miles Teller.
Glenn Powell, dude.
Yeah.
Two in the top 3.
And he roughly plays the same character, except for in Devotion, he's a lot less, mean.
But he redeems himself in Top Gun too, which is another good arc. I mean, he had a good arc in that show. I mean,
I just don't. I went to go watch Top Gun recently with one of my friends who hadn't seen it yet. Shame, I hadn't seen it yet, and I just remember like walking out of that movie. I was like, "Dadgum, dude! Like, it's so perfect. It's like a perfect movie, and you can tell that they wanted it to be perfect.
Yeah,
and I think they released it at a perfect time.
And that's the thing. Yeah, they delayed this movie for a long time. It was worth the wait, but that, like you said, they were perfecting every single little detail in the movie. Waited for the right time to release it.
Yeah,
and then boom.
Yeah, box office hit.
Yeah, and Happy New Year.
Yeah, really, Happy New Year. It's December 30th when we're filming this, but we'll release it on the 31st. It's been a good year, guys. We thank you for all the support. It's incredible. Here's to another one.
That's right.
I like this one. Another. A Marvel reference for you peeps. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.